Representative Khanna, a California Democrat, called the House's planned month-long recess absurd and urged Congress to continue working on coronavirus relief legislation. Khanna, a progressive, said he's remained in Washington advocating for a deal between Congress and the White House. I think Congress should be in session, Khanna said Tuesday during a Facebook town hall with his constituents. I think it's absurd for Congress to be going on a break during a pandemic and a national crisis. It's very absurd. The last time the House took votes was Friday, July 31st. That means for 2 weeks, they just nothing as people are getting kicked out of their houses, dying from this virus, not able to afford masks or food. It's just, oh my God. No votes were expected in the House until the week of September. No votes are expected in the House until September 14th. So, basically a month, we have to wait for another vote unless both parties can reach a deal on a coronavirus stimulus package. So unless they reach a deal before September 14th, we're going to wait a whole month before we get any new votes taking place. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi and Senator Chuck Schumer, well, the pair, had been in talks with the White House in recent weeks over a stimulus deal, but they are still not close on finding common ground. What a big shock. Democrats had wanted at least $3 trillion in aid, while the GOP pitched a $1 trillion plan. Typically, the House and the Senate go to recess during the month of August, but with the pandemic raging, a devastating economic crisis, and racial unrest simmering, Khanna said he's concerned that Congress is on the sidelines. I don't think this is a smart move to recess, and I agree with you, Khanna said in response to a constituent's question. I share your frustration. So what they're explaining here is that it is typical for Congress to kind of slack off during August. And because of the heightened issues at this point, the protests and also the economic crisis as a result of the virus, Connor's basically saying we can't do things as we normally do. We can't sit around and wait until September 14th to even, remember, that's just to have a vote. So that still doesn't even guarantee that we're going to get some, new stimulus package on the 14th. That could be extended very well into October. So there's a lot of, one of the things I really like about stories with him is that because they're policy oriented, things that you might not consider or know about end up being a bigger deal or otherwise being focused on. Because a lot of people, I guarantee you, did not know in August Congress usually has a recess. Because most people don't pay attention to Congress that much. But hey, we're paying attention now, and that's what matters.